Welcome to Baritone Cult. On tonight's episode, we've got some cool stuff for you guys. We've got this Frank Brothers guitar, and we're going to get into talking about that and how it's tuned, how it sounds. We're going to do some samples with this. We're going to talk about our new project, Blind Peaker, and we're going to bring a bass up and talk about that, talk about the tunings, stuff like that. Have some samples so you guys can hear that. But let me start off with this guitar. So Frank Brothers is out of Canada. And I'm doing a video on this because I haven't seen any videos that are like metal oriented or progressive rock with this brand. Now, it's a small company. It reminds me, at least this one does, the quality of like a PRS or a PRS wood library. I was kind of shocked. I bought it used on Reverb, and you can see on the back maybe a little bit how the neck is really shiny now, and maybe a little bit on the back. So it's I think it's had like maybe like a satin type finish. So check this out. I'm going to be short with this and more on why I like it. You got Lawler low wind Imperials on there. You got your volume and tone, and I kick the volume way down and the tone down in the middle. That keeps the compression low, so it keeps it bitey. Right now I have this tuned into a C sharp and drop this down to a B. And my strings, you'll be shocked, I'm at a 47 to like a 11 maybe, and they're flat wound. So I'm going to show you some really bitey, gnarly, chewy tones. I hope they come through in the video. I got some stuff on here we're going to show you. Back to the guitar here. Yeah, just the fit and finish is really nice. But let's be honest, I don't really care about that. I don't care how good this thing looks. I don't care if it's got this gold top or whatever. I care about the functionality. You know, with a lot of the instruments or custom builds I have, I could show a couple right now. Yeah, they're beautiful and stuff, but they're not functional, you know. So this guitar, most important over like, you know, the nice neck joint or the headstock, you know, is just the functionality of it. A really usable guitar, and it sounds killer tuned down in this tuning. But I don't have 62 gauge string on here to get down into that B territory, which you would normally have with a round wound. So that's why I wanted to do a video of this, because I want to approach these guys and have them build me a baritone. It's not very often that I get blown away by a guitar, you know. So this one in the fretboard is just really dark, and I don't think it had many hours on it when I bought it from the guy. So I'm going to grab this right here. This is a specifications thing that comes with it. Here's another thing. Nobody does this. Nobody except Fender Custom Shop. This is a good thing for a lot of builders out there, or people doing one-offs for people. You guys need to do this. You know, I've got guitars. I have no idea what the wood is in this. I forget. This is a nice chart. So I'm going to go over a couple things in it. Then I'm going to turn it on and play for you guys, because, you know, that's the most important thing. You got a 12-inch radius. I love it. You know, I really like a 10, but it's just great. It's a 25-inch scale, and the top is maple. The back is genuine mahogany. It's nitrocellulose, and let's see here on the back, walnut toned mahogany satin. Yeah, because sometimes it'll get real shiny with a lot of play, and that's what you'll see, you know, with the neck there. What else? The case. Just a killer case. Got a Fender Custom Shop recently. Case showed up, broke. There was dust on it. You know, that was brand new. That's another thing. Small business. It's just under 8 pounds, but the case with this was sick. And the funny thing is, G&G is the same company that makes them for these guys, that case, and for that Fender custom shop. You know, but what's the difference? Fender's owned by shareholders. I love Fenders. These guys are probably, putting jobs in their community. Whatever. I'm not trying to bust anybody's balls. I love both brands. So the fretboard is Macassar Ebony? Yeah. Macassar Ebony. Okay, I didn't know that. Well, it's freaking gorgeous. I love it. But most importantly, these little things here. I got a handful of guitars over there. You don't know. We got another video we'll do. There's a 30 1/4 scale Grez back there. Freaking gorgeous. I don't know what pots and whatnot, but they've been nothing but amazing. So, but I would have loved to have a little printout like with that, Wait till you guys get a load of that. We'll save that for another one. But why don't I just pump the brakes? I got it set up for a little bit of chewy tone. And then when I'm done with that, you can hear a recorded version. Because when you tune in over here, you're getting live playing recorded at the moment. I'm not doing a playthrough where the music's playing and then I'm kind of playing along with it, but I'm not plugged in. A lot of people do that, but let's hear what this thing sounds like. Really sick, man. This thing has got some chew to it. This thing is money. Here's what's cool about it. If you see one of these, grab the used one. So it depends on the pickups and all that. So there's a lot of variables. But you can put flatwounds on these small guitars and tune them down. And you don't have to mess with the nut. You don't have to worry about using a 56 or a 62 gauge. With the tension on those flatwounds, it's really tight. There's more pounds of tension on a flat wound. So they hold their tuning really well. Good flat wounds do. And it's something different. I wanted to do something different. We got 4 albums out of Baritone Cult. We're going to have another video out here shortly. So we just wanted to do a different project with different instruments, different tuning. As far as like the synths and keys and that type of stuff, we used a lot of Moog on the other Baritone Cult stuff. But with Blind Peaker, we've got this Nonlinear Labs C15, which is absolutely, completely off the charts. And I grabbed that used from somebody quite a while back. But so Blind Peaker, we'll have material for that coming out. And right now I'm going to give you a sample, just a little section off of the Blind Peaker song. It's not completed yet, but at least you get an idea. So I guess some takeaways from this video. You got, Les Pauls or Fender Telecasters or Frank Brothers. We've been trying these flatwounds for quite a while now, and they're just really good for going low. Now I could have cranked it up here and get a little more grit and that type of stuff. I just needed a usable sound for the video. Let me grab this bass real quick, and we can talk about that a minute that we're using in this project, or we've probably used it on 5 songs already. So we've got a Fender bass here, and it's got flatwounds on it also. So this is in that B alternate tuning. Now we've got a 118 here for that B on a 34 scale. Now, normally, that would probably have to be at least be a 130 or 135. So you got a really thin string with the flatwounds. Well, you got to work with the tone. You got to find it and find out what's going to work good for you. One cool thing about this bass here just makes you wish that Fender kicked out 30 scale baritones with these necks, because doggone it, this is a really affordable bass. It's a Fender Precision bass, made in America. Just a lot of perfection in this. These are just as good as custom shops, in my opinion. I don't really care what anybody thinks. I have both, but the quality is just really, really high. It's really affordable. So I am a big fan of Fender. One cool thing to mention is I got this from Sweetwater. Man, I'm telling you, those guys are so good at setting stuff up and delivering what you want, having it play right. So if you're buying a guitar from them, that extra $99 for the setup and the tuning and whatnot, even though they do their 55-point inspection, it's so worth it. Do you know that they have, I think, between 40 and 50 guys in that department that just work on the guitars? So that's just a really nice thing. Because with the custom shop bass 6 I have over there, I got it sent to me with dust on it in a broken case from a small dealer. I get my stuff from Sweetwater. It arrives set up, playing good. I mean, I can wipe the dust off. It's not about that. The point is, we've got a couple luthiers in town. They're busy. So, for the time and the money, having this set up and that B alternate tuning with these strings and arriving at my door, that's a bonus for me. You know, I got a family, I got a business, I have zero free time. You know, get up in the middle of the night, early every day to play to get that time in. So, you know, it's just about if you have time and whatnot. So this is used in that, in our project Blind Peaker. So yeah, there you go. Normal scale guitars, normal scale 34 scale bass, tuned down to B with thin strings, with good tension. So if that's something that interests you, that would be the takeaway. I hope that you guys have an awesome day. I hope that any of this information was helpful. Maybe you don't like flatwounds. That's totally cool. I've never heard of anybody doing any metal stuff or gritty stuff with flatwounds tuned way down on a guitar. You know, I just kind of thought of it, and it's just been really nice, you know, because the baritones, as deep as we've been in it, man, them things can drive you nuts after a while. They could be fickle. You know, even having everything dialed into the max. Plus, you know, we needed a break. We needed to change things up for a little bit. So we'll have some more baritone cult music, and a couple of the next songs coming out we're really proud of. So hopefully that you guys dig that. And, you know, I mean, if you wouldn't mind, tell me in the comments if any of that stuff was helpful with talking about like the tunings and stuff like that. Maybe we'll know what we want to do for our next video a little bit more. I'm going to get out of here. We'll catch you in the next one.